All right, let's go. What's up, everybody? Monkey Puzzle here. We're in our library for a moment. We're going to just chat for a second while folks show up. And today, we're going to go back to the roots of the channel. Well, the actual roots of the channel were Minecraft, way back in the day. But ARK was the thing that I really took off on. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Got Heru. We got Lai. Got Jay. What's up, Jay? Hit that like button and pray to the graphics card gods that this game does not light anyone's PC on fire. And if it does, get some marshmallows ready. How y'all doing? So yeah, we got a big surprise, a new ARK drop. So today I'm going to do a little different video than usual. Today we're going to kind of do a little PSI investigation here. We're going to check out the crime scene and see what's going on. I'm not going to play for real today, at least like not in survival. I'm going to do some things I don't usually do, but I really want to kind of unwrap this package and help a lot of people decide if they want to get it. So yeah, we're going to do that. I will timestamp this later. So give me a few minutes after the stream ends, or a little bit longer than that, and we will get the timestamps in the description, because I'm going to try to go through a lot of different parts of it as we go along. What's up, Bison? What's up, Father Jimbo? A lot of things we want to check out. So one is just communication and marketing. So we knew it was coming. But the main reason we knew it was coming is because this deal with Nitrado, where they had to release it by the end of the month, or else they were going to have to give profits out of Evolved as well as Ascended. So yeah, so today is ARK Survival Ascended, which I'm going to abbreviate as 1.5, because it's not 2. We were promised 2. 2, we don't even know when we're going to get that. 2 is like 2 years late now. And instead, they're like, well, we need to learn how to do Unreal Engine 5, so we want you to pay us to do that while we remaster the old game. We were ready to pickaxes to dig into this game, right? We are going to do some uncovering, some discovery, indeed. And welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you all coming. We'll let this roll for a minute because folks will be coming in, and I want to thank everybody for joining. One of the best things, show me the FPS. We're going to do that. That'll be one of the first things when we get in there, for sure. But yeah, so we were expecting they were kind of give us something by the 31st, but we weren't sure if that was even going to happen. And then on an Xbox event, we got a trailer that was dropped. And it was supposed to be gameplay. It was kind of really, cinematic footage. It was in engine, but it was not actual gameplay. And then the trailer said coming soon, but buried in the description of that trailer, it says coming out sometime today. So it was a really weird way to drop it. And then there was some delays. They said we were going to drop it in an hour. Then it was 4 hours later. Then it was an hour later. And then it actually happened. So yeah, the install size was, I put it in the Discord. I think it was like 72 gigs or something like that. Yeah, it was like 72 gigs, and it sold for $40.49. A really weird price, but that supposedly includes all the DLCs, which will be dropping sometime from now until infinity. They say by the end of 2024, which, wildcard time. Crazy mom. One of the best things I have to say about this ARK dropping is that it has brought so many old heads in the channel back, whether or not we even play the game. There's folks showing up right here in the chat. There's folks I haven't seen in forever. And also in our Iron Mine Discord, there's a whole bunch of folks showing up again. So, and I should plug, if you want to join into our Discord, it takes becoming a patron member. The link for down in the description, and that gets everybody in. And that's a filter that keeps it really cool. It's a really cool community. We love playing together. Another old head. What's up, Kirsten Ludwig? And I'm not saying you're necessarily old, but yeah, established longtime viewers of the channel. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in here. And again, thank you everybody for joining. And let's get this show started. Right on. So let me see. What game are we playing here? We're playing ARK Survival Ascended, ARK 1.5. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So I want to address a number of things in sequence. It will take a while. And one of the things, actually, is this going to work? Yeah. So you cannot use the little shortcut here if you don't want BattleEye. It'll do this every time. So you actually have to go over to Steam and start from here. And there was an option to play. I had already chose this. There was a patch today, so we'll see what happens with that. I already checked that before, but I never play on official, so I do not need BattleEye. So we don't want that poison on our computer. What's up, Lucky? Hello, hello. You come because you can't afford the game. Well, it's $40, which, I mean, we could talk about price. I don't think $40 is too bad. Especially for us long-term ARK players who got thousands of hours out of ARK. I mean, you could say we don't need to ever even buy it again. I mean, that's fair. For some reason, we don't have sound, which worries me. Hopefully, that's just the game. We'll see in a second. Oh, there we go. It was just not active. There we go. And so now that we got that, let's turn that down a little bit. So yeah, I mean, price is a thing to talk about, and how much $40 means to you. For some people, that means you won't eat. So of course, you can't spend that on a game. I'm glad they're not charging 60 or 70 like a lot of people are. I don't think they could get away with it, frankly. I'm in the Bay Area, so the economy is a little different here. Everything's just outrageously expensive. So the difference between $20 and $40 here is not that big of a deal. And like I said, I've gotten 5,000 hours out of ARK, and I think I bought it for, I can't remember, it was like 15 or $25 originally. So my pennies per hour is pretty low. That's the real expensive thing, is you have to buy a whole new computer to play it. At least some people do. I thought my rig, I'm kind of not bearing the lead here, but I thought my rig was really good, and it turns out I could use some improving according to this game. But that's always been the case with ARK 2 and its history. The games I've played, ARK and Minecraft and stuff, have always been like incredibly unoptimized, and I'm always getting the top of the line computer just to play them. It's kind of a meme, a joke, to buying the best rig to play Minecraft, but that's what I did. Yeah, 40 for the base game, and all the DLCs are included at this point, but you have to wait for them. Right now, all you get is the island. There is one modded map, Svartalheim, something like that. Yeah. So, what's up, Pharrell? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you all coming in. So, this is what the starting screen looks like now. I'm going to turn the music up, or down, excuse me, a little bit first. So, I actually reset most of these settings so that you guys could see how you come into it. And then I can turn that back up a little bit. You got to save every time you do everything. The only thing I've changed so far is on the keyboard. I've changed selfie cam to left alt. Selfie cam and orbit cam are the same thing. They give you kind of a camera view, but selfie cam shuts itself off automatically, where orbital cam, you gotta hit K again. That's all I've changed so far. Pliskin says, game looks good. One thing I have noticed is death sucks you loose everything you have on you. Well, I mean, that's generally what it used to do. As long as you can get to your death bag. I actually haven't been playing legit yet, so I haven't really dealt with that. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to play legit right now. I want to. I will say that, you know, I was feeling very cynical about it just because of the whole the way that the Wildcard and Snail manage or mismanage everything, and, you know, terrible dashing of our expectations and stuff and all that. But I actually got excited when I heard that this was dropping, because I was just like, I've been missing that sandbox. I've been missing that server play with the community. We've had it to some extent with some other games. We played V Rising and 7 Days to Die and some other things. But ARK, to its credit, has been one of the best community sandbox, you know, dedicated server games that I've played. Even though it got pretty aged after a while. No death bag. Oh. There's some bug with bodies becoming inaccessible after death. That is bad. That is bad. Yeah. So in here they give you code of conduct. This is weird. They give you a thing for the Dreadnoughtus, which is a new creature for extinction, but we don't even know when extinction is coming. So I don't know why they're advertising that. But let's go ahead and press start. Oh. Turn that down. You missed that too? Yeah. Yeah, me too. So I got some nostalgia, some excitement, and I was really hoping to dive into this, and the verdict's still out. Let's decide together today what we think. I can't really decide for you, but we're going to make a list of pros and cons. If any of my mods feel like it, hey, Glax, optimization will become after the final DLC. Optimization is the final boss. We'll see. We'll see if they do that. They never really did that for ARK 1. They kind of did, but not really. So it was still a beast to run. But the problem is they took, or their loophole out of that was they took so long to do it that computers advanced to the point where our computers could finally handle the game. I remember when I got a 3090 and went back into ARK, I was like, yay, I can actually do Ultra now. Yeah. But it was technology advancing, not the game per se. So if one of my mods feels like it, get a little notepad out and just let's make a list of pros and cons and stuff that we want to check out, so that we get there. I could do the notepad as we go myself, but I don't want to distract the stream too much. But first, let's look at what you get when you come in here. So apparently survival of the fittest is coming. You can join a game, so that's for joining the server, and that's something we need to talk about too. So let's put that on the parking lot. It's talking about dedicated servers. We should probably talk about that soon, because that's a big impasse. You can create a game here, and there is mods are in game now. Apparently there's not going to be a Steam Workshop. It's all through I forget what Curse Forge, and there is question about whether they're going to be monetized or not. Apparently some of them definitely are. We wanted to be able to play it because it would be very mod free. Yeah, it is definitely mod free at this point, because you cannot go to Steam Workshop and just load mods. Yeah, there's definitely things that we want to change with vanilla all the time. Some of them we can do with the settings in here. We'll look at that real quick. But if you click on mod list, apparently there are some. So somebody named Gargle has extra creatures here. If you don't have enough creatures, these don't seem to have a price attached. Excuse me. And you can get Svartalfheim by Nitrado, who is a very good modder, and people are probably already played that modded map with ARK 1. They seem to all be free. I don't know, I haven't really clicked on them. And yeah, that's the other map you can play right now is this modded map, which I'm not sure if it's finished, or it's like, I've heard it's 60% finished, so it's not done yet. Anyway, that's where mods will come from. Curse Forge. Yeah. So that's a change. They say the reason for that is so that the mods can be platform agnostic, that that consoles are going to get mods this way, which, you know, power to them. Poor consoles always got the short end of the stick with ARK. They still are now, because apparently the release for them has been delayed to some undetermined time in November, which, I don't know, if the PC experience is any indicator, better to wait. In fact, if they didn't have this Nitrado thing, I'd say they should have waited to release at the same time as consoles, because this definitely is undercooked. We can say that right now. Ray Mats, we're back on ARK. Well, that's what we're trying to determine. Are we going to be back on ARK? We'll see. Can we play ARK? My system is I've got a AMD Ryzen 5900, so not the current generation, but just the previous one, and the top of the line of the previous generation. And my GPU is a 3090, so same story. Not to the top of the line this generation, but the previous one. So it's a beast, and it's been handling most games pretty well. I usually just go straight to ultra settings and don't even think about it after that. But it's not going to be the case here. Overwolf is awful. Yeah. Nitrado's in hot waters. Looking at Needed's latest video. Well, why don't we, before we jump in and start looking at FPS and settings and stuff, why don't we talk about that real quick? Is that basically Wildcard got in hot water with money somehow, which is a whole nother story, because apparently they made like 1.5 billion off of ARK Survival Evolved, ARK 1. But Snail, apparently, we don't know the exact details, but sucked up all that money, maybe for making like a EV cars or whatever. I don't know if it was like, you know, blackjack and hookers in the Bahamas. Who knows? But they had to get a loan from Nitrado, one of the server hosts, the ones who host official, notoriously bad performing servers with really poor support, and they loaned Wildcard a bunch of money, millions of dollars, to finish the development. But there was this deal where they had to do it by the 31st of this month, otherwise they'd have to give more money, or a cut of the profits also from ARK 1, not just ARK 1.5. And part of what they got for that deal is exclusive hosting rights for this version of ARK Ascended. Now, we thought it was just for renting servers, which is bad for a lot of people. I mean, I use G-Portal because I originally went to them just because I thought they had the best performance. I went through like 5 different server hosts before I settled on them. And then in turn, they sponsored us. So we have a deal with them where we can put up 5 servers for the community, and they pay for it, which is awesome. It allows me to really support the community like that. I can't use G-Portal. I'd have to use Nitrado. And I was saying, well, that deal stinks and their performance stinks. Let's make a dedicated server for the community on our own. Either it's on somebody's hardware or on a virtual private server that we rent. And it's how Aaron B in here, our original Ragnarok experience was one he did like that. He just put some Linux on VPS and put the game on there, taught some of us how to use shell commands. But apparently those server files don't exist yet for ARK 1.5. Now, we still have to find out whether or not that's intentional for Nitrado's benefits, or if that is just an oversight that will be resolved in the coming days or weeks. I hope it's the latter, but that makes me doubly not want to rent a server from Nitrado if they're not allowing people to do their own. I mean, that's a Steam tradition, is being able to use Steam CMD to set up servers on your own hardware. And if they're claiming monopoly on that too, then that's BS. Absolute BS. So for anybody who's keeping the list, that is a checkbox in the negative side. Big one. Yeah. Undercooked Dino Egg Game. Such a tease. The third picture on there shows Asian looking woman, but you can't mix. No. Character creation, yeah, is a big issue. And we will talk about that. We'll get there. That's going to be one for the negative side, I'll tell you right now. I need a 3080 on a laptop. Just tried 10 minutes in the morning. Need to make some changes. Yeah, they don't exist yet, and will it happen? I really want to find that. The server files are out, but you have to log in with a Steam account, and you can only host one map per account, so clustering will be a cluster. Yeah, so, well, that's how it's supposed to work, right? But apparently, they're not listing the Steam ID for it right now, and if you find the Steam ID for the game, it says you can't get it without a subscription. And so that's what, who was it? Someone was referring to Netty the Noodles video that's out right now. He talks about that. So on the Nitrado FAQs, they say what you just said, Aaron. But apparently when people have tried to do it, it won't let them download the files at this point. They say a subscription is necessary. So we don't know if that's just a bug or if that's intentional. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. All right. So anyway, that's the stuff about the dedicated servers and stuff. That is a checkbox in the negative for this game right now. Hopefully they can redeem themselves by at least allowing us to host our own servers, so we don't have to pay Nitrado. My dog is trying to protect me from all the evildoers outside, so don't mind if you hear him barking a little bit. All right. So we got one map, the island, and then we got a bunch of settings here. So mod settings. Let me know if the music's too loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. We don't have mods. Game rules, so you can adjust all your damage and stuff here. I never really played single player in ARK. I always played on servers with the community, so I don't know exactly what the single player settings looked like before. You're already sick of this music too. Pony. That's the nickname the chat has for my dog, because he's as big as a pony. Yeah, that's because they're trying to do it anonymously. From what I read, the server group I tried has an Ascended server up and running right now. Oh, okay. Well, we may need your expertise on this, Aaron. We need our server savvy folks in the community to help us set this up, if we're going to set one up. The first question is, can most of you play it? Anyway, so we got these things. So we're not going to play for real right now, so I'm not too worried about these, but you can set all the usual things that we adjust in the INIs on the server or in the web interfaces. You can players, creatures, structures, world. If I was going to play this for real, I'd probably turn this to like a 2. And we turn this way up because people have lives and they don't want to wait 8 hours to tame an animal. And this, I try to make something reasonable, like a 2 or a 3, not a 23. Now they've turned off leveling speed for your creatures, and flyers. The flyers is old news, but apparently you can turn it on again here. So if you want that, you can turn it back on. Look for number 1 knights, 2.5 XP, 4 XT, but the island ascended. Okay. So we're going to leave this alone. I'm single player, so it doesn't matter, but you can switch PvE mode. And I guess if you're doing like non-dedicated hosting here, hardcore mode, allow unlimited respecs, of course. And then do all this basic stuff. I don't think there's anything I needed to change here. We are going to do some creative mode today to dig around in the assets, so I'm going to turn that on. PvP gamma is on. Nobody's going to shoot at me, so it doesn't matter. But just to be safe. Okay, so anyway, we can do all that. There's advanced stuff here for even more toggles for stuff like that. We're going to make non-permanent diseases. And this is kind of cool. They show all the engrams. And in here, you could disable them. So I think cloth hats are OP. They actually used to be OP for experience. So you can turn off cloth hats. We're not going to do that, but we can also kind of preview everything that's in game here. So it has tech. There was a rumor at one point that it wasn't going to have tech, but it doesn't have cryopods yet. I forget what map those were part of. Do folks remember? where cryopods came in, which map that was. I think cryopods are great just for the health of servers. But anyway, we chose these settings for the worlds. We can save them. And then we can go on into single player. And see what the experience is like. Now it's throwing me into the one I was messing around in. I don't want to do that. I want to create a new one so you guys can see that. Let's just delete all single player saves and let's start a new one. Let's see if these stayed the same. Yeah, those look like they stuck. Alright, so let's go back. Oops. Okay, single player. You're not going to play on official? You know, I played on official, my very first history of ARK, I played on official PvE, and people still managed to destroy my base. Now, it was so bad, the rubber banding, oh my god. Creatures would bounce like 100 meters, and the ragdolling, it was ridiculous. So we have the nostalgia of being back in that era. All right. Another check for the negative column here. It's character creation. I was hoping so much that they would allow us not just to be the same ugly Bob, right? That they would give us more faces. They did not. You can change things. You know, you can make your eyes big or small. You can change their width. You know, if we randomize, you can see the only way you could be unique is to be a cartoon, right? Which is just, why do we gotta have the same ugly face? I'm gonna try to be objective, but this is one thing I'm not objective about, is like, come on, man. Let us have more faces. This is 2023. So, but apparently you can only be the same character, and the female, she actually looks a little worse. I don't think that's exactly the same face. It's basically the same female. But yeah, her face is weird now. Anyway, so that's the case. I mean, they make it look a little bit more modern, you know, texturally. It looks a little bit better in the whole thing, but I don't know. I would hope this would change. I mean, number one thing that needs to change is for the performance to be good enough people to play, obviously. But number two on my list would be character creation. You know, let us be unique. Let us look like those characters Pharrell was pointing out in the other list. Anyway. So that's my thoughts on that. This body template. Our camera is so low to the ground that I want it to be like tall. It helps a little bit, but not much. One thing I'll warn you about is the skin color when you get in game is way darker than it looks here. Nothing wrong with that, but just if you have expectations to look this color, when you go in game, you're gonna look that color. So I'm gonna slide this way over here and we'll see what happens. And you can choose voices. It's hard to hear him here. I think that one's the deepest, maybe. So we'll go with that one. And then head, whatever. We're not gonna worry too much about stuff. I will change my my eye colors to lavender, something like that. And like I said, we're not getting too involved here. I'm not going to keep this guy. We get this many hairstyles. You don't have to ascend to get them. You got fro, mohawk, ponytail, short hair, and big old messy hair. It will, Aaron. YouTube allows you to do that. It's got DVR, so you can pause here. Yeah, you just you'll be behind in the live chat, but no problem. No, you can pause here and come back. Absolutely. So let's do, I don't know, let's do a mohawk in this time. Got hair color and hair tips. Hair can only be some shade of brown or red. There's no purple or blue hair or anything like that, which I think is a minus. Facial hair, and there's tip gradients, but yeah, you can make your head really big, you can make it really small, so on, and then you can change the size of your torso. You saw all the distortions from the randomizing, so you can do all of that. Anyway, let's go ahead. You can save these settings if you want. Let's go ahead and create Fabio here. So I ran around a little bit on that other save you saw. So apparently those are all the places I ran around. But when you first come here, you can't see the map at all. But this looks a little different than it did before. These are basically the same, some of the same points we had before. You can choose them here, or you can choose them here. Let's just go someplace friendly for now. Maybe they want you to die it in the game. Maybe. That would be cool. Yeah, you could probably do that. And let's go ahead and spawn.
Are you the one I've been waiting for? You might be.
So this little intro, I'll let it play.
It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope?
Apparently we saw this before in game.
Ever turn up.
Was this like at the end of Extinction? I forget where this part was.
I guess I've been losing faith.
But they're trying to give you some sense of story.
Or they've been gaining power.
Or that there even is a story.
You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago.
So bump animals in the head, breed them strong, and kill things. Got it.
And find me, survivor.
They can state they made 30 30 options to customize your character. It is the face, yeah. The same ugly face. I have no nostalgia for that face. And it's also just individuality, right? I mean, some people play the PvP and they don't really care. But if you're PvE, a big part is roleplay, right? And looking different than other people is a big part of that. So this is what it looks like when it comes in. First thing you should do is go to settings and go to video. Motion blur is on. It didn't look that bad just now, but motion blur is super aggressive in this game. Oh god. All right, we're not playing for real today, so we're going to go ahead and enable cheats, and we're gonna do a little enemy invisible, and let's just do a god here too. I cheat so little in the main game before, almost none. I actually had to look up those commands yesterday because I didn't know them. Alright, I think these guys will lose interest since they're already in combat. We've got them. And then also we're gonna get into creative mode here. And I'm gonna give myself. Now, I was never one of these creators who would go straight into this stuff. Oh, and also let's do but just for today, since we're just going to check out the game together, let's give engrams, and then let's get ourselves a gun or something. Tech rifle. I hardly ever even use those. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get a rifle. Some sort. Is that what are you using these? I don't even know. All right. Let's go here. There's some... I think there's a thing to give infinite ammo. I don't even need it now. I have no idea. Anyway, I don't think I need it now. Don't forget, you get 2 hours to get a refund. It's actually longer than that in early access. I guess I got the wrong ammo. Because it's early access, you can extend past the 2 hours, but you do have that. I was at 2 point something before today, just for you guys. I'm gonna go past that. It's got to be one of these. Oh, I gotta load it. There we go. Yes, we're gonna get into that, Glex. You cheated so little, I remembered the commands. Cue the motivational music. So one of the things I see people come in and do is they get the motion blur and they think it's their computer. So we cool? We cool. But it seems like it actually is tuned down a little bit, but go ahead and turn that off right away. And that makes it a lot better. I've got the Steam FPS up in the upper left-hand corner. It's actually looking remarkably good right now. But let's go ahead and see. What is it? Alt X? No. I thought it was. Let's get the Nvidia counter up. Let me open up GeForce Experience. Get the in-game overlay. And let's do... Is it here? No. There's a thing. HUD layout. Performance. FPS. All right, did we get it? No. Let's try that again. I want to make it big so you can see it. Performance. FPS. Maybe it doesn't work here. It should. Upper left. Done. Boom. Huh. No. It's not working. Let me see. I'll go over to Steam. And I'll at least make that higher visibility. So let me see. Game, Steam, settings. I turned it on so long ago. It's there. FPS counter, high contrast color. There you go. So you can see it a little bit better right there. 56 FPS right now. Oh, you can do stat FPS in game? Okay, let's try that. Stat FPS. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's even smaller. It's over in the middle right. This guy still tried to steal from you. So let's do the graphic settings. Yeah. So it starts you in medium settings here. And that's what it does by default. It had my resolution wrong and everything. So we're in medium right now. Generally, I play in, and then put that back. You got to save every time you do something. So this is what you'll start out at for the most part. You got the video settings. The RTX is not ray tracing, but it's just basically the Nvidia. I'm in balanced right now. So this is the DLSS. I don't have a 40 series. I have a 3090. So the frame generation, I can't do that. You can change your UI and your camera. But let's start with Epic and turn that off and see what that looks like. And go back. Boom. So I'll read out the FPS. So Epic puts me at 34, 30. And honestly, I don't know that it looks that good. It's kind of hazy, super cluttered. It's really tricky in the beginning to know where the rocks are, because it's just all rocks. I think it's those little sandier ones, and not the smaller ones. But at first I was like, which rock can I pick up? There's way too much clutter. So I cannot play it ultra. This hurts me for sure. So let's we'll do the main presets, and then we'll check out more granularly settings. And this is sort of the performance piece, and we'll move on to some pieces. We'll explore. We're going to look at the building. We're going to look at some of the quality of life stuff. But first, right now, this is the performance section. Grass will mess with your FPS. Yes, it will. A lot of things will, and some things surprisingly won't. So let's go ahead and change this to high. And every time you got to do this. Now, there's graphic presets here, and then there's advanced graphics. This changes all of them. This one up here changes the resolution scale. So you could put this at Epic, have 100% resolution scale, and then put this on low. And so all these settings are low, but you're at 100. So those two work independently. But let's just do the basic one. Turn that off, save. Gonna wait for it to kind of gray out again. And now we're in the 40s. How's your first entry point? We're just looking at it, what it looks like, what it feels like right now. So we're up in the 40s. Again, to me, it feels hazy. It feels kind of washed out. Feels like it's got a greenish yellow filter on everything. Yeah, it looks a little grainy. It doesn't look crisp and vibrant to me at all. And the FPS kind of hurts. Like, I'll play at 30 if it's smooth enough, but we're 40, somewhere between 40 and 49 as we go around in this. But it doesn't feel playable to me at this frame rate, just because it'll give me a headache. The foliage moves when you go through it, which is kind of cool. As you move around, it gets kind of granular. Comes back in when you stop. It's way too high. You can see my head is way above it, but my camera is at my belly button still. That's something that didn't change. What's up, Sir Garwin? Welcome in. I don't know if there's a way to change that. Let me know. There's in the settings, there's the camera, and there's the player camera mode. But no matter where I put it here, it didn't seem to do anything. If we turn that off, does it do anything? There's the third person. Let's turn off Bob. Camera offset. That doesn't really help. Hex. What's it like at lower res? So I'm playing at 1440. And I can't really turn it down because it'll look weird on my screen because I have a 1440 monitor. But playing it at 1080 definitely helps. For sure. Yeah, my camera's still at my belly button. So it's a little weird when I play. I go in the third person so I can see above. But yeah, when you're in first person, which I kind of prefer playing in, the foliage blocks everything. So that's a little rough. So anyway, let's check out the next setting, which is... Oops. the next setting in video, we're going to do medium. So we went from epic to high to medium. Motion blur stayed off that time. And again, I'm running with a 3090 and 1440p on a Ryzen 5900. It's my CPU. And now that, I saw 60 when I first put it on. 59, 60. So medium is the first time that I get to something around 60. And it starts to feel playable for me. And I actually think it improved since yesterday. I think the patch they dropped helped a little bit already. Is the island the same map as the old ARK? Yes and no. That's going to be part 2. We're gonna fly around and check it out after we're done looking at performance. Partly I'm trying to show you guys the performance right now that I'm getting, but also a few things I think might help people. Like one was turning motion blur off right away. That's not you, that's them. So turn that off. And then finally, let's go down to low settings. Now, I think it's ironic that a game that's supposed to give you better graphics, one of the first things you have to do is turn down the graphics. It almost makes it pointless, right? But yeah, so let's go ahead and save that. And motion blur still off. Zoom. And so here now on low settings, I'm up to about 80, 70, 80 FPS, which is getting pretty high, pretty reasonable. The funny thing is, besides some pop-in and stuff, I don't see that much difference. So low settings on this game look a lot better than low settings that we were used to in the old ARK, which just looked totally cartoonish, right? So this is way better for a low. But yeah, weird things are happening. Foliage is popping in and out. There's definitely been a downgrade in how things look. So yeah. So now let's get a little bit more granular. Yes. Low res looks okay. So if you have to play at low res, it looks, like I said, it looks way better than low res did in ARK Survival Evolved, ARK 1.0. So now let's try something else. Let's go back to settings. Let's go to video. I'm doing windowed full screen just because the tabbing out of the full screen was so weird and was crashing things and stuff. So full screen can often help performance, but it was also causing some other like problems that I couldn't stand. So let's put this back up to epic. Keep this at 100. Try to keep our polygons up. Yeah, that pop-in would be unacceptable for you. Absolutely. And then let's do some things here. So let's try to see if we can change this manually from epic to get it to something fine. So apparently view distance doesn't affect stuff too much. Textures actually generally never do. So we're going to leave those epic or high. Post-processing, let's turn that down to high. Shadows are often where a lot of performance is. Let's try them on a high. Global illumination is important to make things real, but let's turn that down. Effects is apparently where a lot of the issue is. So let's turn effects down to medium. I'm not sure exactly what effects do, but we're going to turn those down to medium. And then foliage quality is what we used to be called clutter, I think. So let's turn that down to, well, let's turn it to low just to see what it does. And yeah, that just makes the clutter go away. Yeah, RTX matters a lot too. We'll look at that too. So I kind of like it without the clutter, honestly. But the issue is that some of the places the ground is painted green and stuff. They have textures painted on the ground. If you don't have some clutter, it looks weird. So that got me up to high 40s, sometimes 50s. It's getting up there. So let's see. Back to video. Let's turn foliage on medium. And then let's look over here. Motion blur's off. Let's turn off light bloom. The rest of these I don't really know. Low light enhancement, enable foliage and fluid interaction, enable particles, decals. I'm going to leave those alone for right now, but I'm going to save. And then here is the DLSS. So right now we're on balanced, which I usually try to keep it on quality. Let's put it on performance and see what that does. So I think you'll need at least a 20 series card to do that. I'm not sure where they introduced, that's when they name switched to RTX at least. If you have a 40 series card, you can do frame generation, and that will like double your frames. Yeah. All right. So that got us up to 50. Now it's 40. So on. Hey, Bumriller. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do in character creation, so it's hard for me to get stuck there, honestly. Still not quite playable. So now we get into these other settings, right? Which require going into the command line. So there's a couple things you can do in here that help a lot. And I don't know if I'm already in cheat mode, so I don't know if these require cheats or not. But there's fog and there's volumetric clouds. So volumetric clouds is, so here's our volumetric clouds, and then so we got to do it like that. Oops, not quite done yet. So this is with the tilde key, the key that's to the left of your 1 button to get into that. And let's try that again. Volumetric, and up here, and then we want to make this 0. Boom. And all the clouds go away, which is kind of nice. It ruins the atmosphere in some places, but they made it so super cloudy and stuff. And that got me high 40s and up into the 50s. Yeah. And then let's do this other thing in here where we do fog. You can see it's all here. So you can do CE toggle fog, or there's another one, volumetric fog up here. It's nice that they give you all the cheats here, because I don't know them. Boom. And that turns that off. And it makes it look way crispier, actually. Way less hazy and granular. I like it for the most part. And that helped. We're still struggling a bit. We're still high 30s, low 40s. Partly, though, we've increased view distance by doing that. Turning volumetric fog off, though, makes the water clear. At least clearer. Way less murky. So that's better. Hex. Thank you, Hex. You don't even have the option for RTX? You have a 10 series? Yeah. So, yeah. We still got to take things down. I want to get to at least 60. So we're not done yet, apparently. So what else can we turn down? We can just, instead of starting from this epic, you need 100. This one will start at high. And that still leaves that at 100. And then, let's see. We can't change anti-aliasing. View distance will go high. Textures will leave epic, because that's just a VRAM issue, and I've got VRAM. If you're low on VRAM, that's where textures come in. Post-processing will go high. Shadows will take down to medium. Global illumination we'll try to leave on high. Effects are still on medium. Foliage is on medium. And anything else we can turn off? Let's try. Let's see where that leaves us. We talked a bit about servers in the beginning, Hex. Yes, you can still play on a server, but your choice of servers is severely limited right now because of a monopoly by this one company called Nitrado. So that pretty much worked. I'm going between 53 to 72. And I think I can actually play like this without being sick. Yeah, single player and servers is still the same as it was. Except that you've been limited in your choice of host company. Click pin max frame rate. Where do I do that, Carson? And welcome in. Well, yeah. Also, let me give myself, what is it? Infinite stats. So I can stop being so cold. And since we're in creative, let's go ahead and give myself some clothes here. We won't get too fancy, though. Just wear cloth, because we're a scrub. We haven't done anything to deserve any good clothes yet. Now this looks really washed out to me right here. I don't know why. So you have to play on an American server from Australia? Yeah, I don't know if they have an Oceania server, well, for official or whatever. But yeah, if you play with us, you'll have to play on an American server. We try to make it as friendly to everybody as possible as far as its location. But right now, we're struggling to figure out how we're going to do a server. Because I do not want to pay Nitrado right now. And we're also trying to figure out how many of our community can actually play it, right? As far as getting performance and stuff. So there's probably more granularity you can get into with the performance and stuff, but that was a few things we looked at there. Let's go ahead and make this go away just by, let's put it on Fortitude. We're playing in creative mode, so we don't have to worry too much about stuff. Yeah, I don't want to keep it at max at 60. I want to let it go as high as possible. To see how high we can go. We could cap it at 60. But I'm interested to see how high I can go. It's not going much higher than 60, honestly. But yeah, he's talking about, or they are talking about this box right here. So you can cap it at 60. But I just want to see if I can exceed that. The dodo sounds weird. Yeah. We have light shafts off, light bloom off. But yeah, we got it to a playable frame rate on my rig, right? Kinda. And hopefully they're going to optimize that. We'll see. I think the game's definitely undercooked. So, yeah. We'll see. Let's see what time it is. Let's set it. Set time of day. Boop. To, let's go like 9 in the morning. I would go a little bit more than that. Time of day. I don't know. Let's go noon. Why did I didn't crash, did I? No. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, so I've got a 3090 and a Ryzen 5900, and I'm playing in 1440p. And this is the performance for me. So you could see I had to really finagle it to get to something that didn't hurt. Oh, and the other thing I have to do, so I don't get motion stuff, is over here in camera. The FOV is all the way down at 50. We don't want to get all fish-eyed, so let's... And this is going to hurt frame rate, but let's cut the difference and do 75. And go back here. Hey, Hagar. So that took us down a bit. We're still in the 50s, low 40s, but it's a bit better. So yeah, let's run around a bit. And that's performance. If you got a lower card than that, it's going to be hard. Even 40 series cards like 4060 gets less than me. And look, we got these little light flickers happening. So somewhere where I turned it down, I think, it's starting that to happen. So we're getting like the shadows running around, cutting off, doing weird stuff. So this guy, I don't think he knows we're here. Maybe he does. Oh, we're... God. Did I not get the enemy invisible right? Enemy invisible... Oh, I gotta do a boolean for it. True. See, I don't even know how to cheat properly. There we go. Is the shadows moving? Yeah, I mean, maybe if I turn shadows up? Let's see. We got shadows on medium. Let's take them up to high. Hungry Dino. What's up, Nim? Welcome in. Now I actually went up to 61 FPS. What? 72? So going from medium shadows to high actually greatly increased my FPS. That's weird. And they look better now. Less flickering going on. Oh, there's some flickering. They're not really moving to be creating that as much. Anyway. Yeah, a little flickering on the water. That's what a Spino looks like. By the way. Most of the Dino models, I don't think they've changed much. I mean, the character model is not changed. The animations are the same. I mean, it's in the new engine. But I think a lot of the modeling is the same. Okay, anyway, we're going to do what I always make fun of other creators for. We're going to fly around in creative mode so we can check out the island. But what do you guys think? I think that's the same Spino as before. I mean, he's already a pretty good looking Spino. The Spino got some TLC at points. Yeah. Character, hey Craig. Welcome in. Character models and animations were redone. You don't think the improved dinos at all? Shaders just improve their skin looks? It's most obvious when jumping. Oh, the character models. I don't know, man. They still look pretty rough to me. So let's take a look at the island and see how things have changed. Basically, the main thing, of course, is they've just covered it with a lot more foliage, right? I was looking at some before and after. Who was it? Ross Clark did the before and after. And things just look a lot more bare. For skin texture is better on the Spino, you think? Okay. So I've played a lot of games in between ARK and now. It's been a while, actually. A couple years, I think, since I played ARK. Maybe it's less than that. But I'd forgotten what old ARK looked like. And this is actually way better. Except right now, at this view, I'm getting like 33 FPS. To see all this at once is very rough on the rig. Should have made a lady, see if it really is better. The ladies looked worse, actually. Yeah, the animations are just bad. Well, some of the stock animations of the dinos, I think, are pretty good. You know, like a T-Rex roaring or something like that. But, yeah, the character ones are pretty rough. Pretty rough indeed. So here we got Red Obby. They've worked on the obelisks some. They've got a lot more detail in them than they used to. A little bit more high tech. The rocks are very brown. Yeah, they've got some yellow, brown, green filters going on on a lot of things. And there's a big reddish tint. That changes a lot with the time of day, but yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get into the building. We did the settings part. Now we're doing a little explore, and then we're gonna settle down and look at some building. The building is the one big plus I give it. I mean, it looks prettier, but what good is pretty if you can't play it? What's this? Oh, this is where I built my towers before. Look at this. I barely recognized it because there's so many trees here now. One of my trademark builds is I had towers to max build height going across here with bridges in between. The waterfalls look a lot better. They look less like just lines going down. And it looks a little bit better. Yes, there are a lot more dyes now. It's crazy. Yeah, the dinos are fine mostly. Yeah, the humans still look like when I look at their trailers and look at the humans going raw, raw, and stuff like that. It just looks so goofy. Yeah, let's look at the water close again. Let's see. Let's go back to walk. So, in the old ARK, the ocean barely moved, right? And we've got some swirling. We got, I guess, some attempt at waves. We've got some water deformation when we get in it. It's kind of cool, kind of strange. Yeah, check out the cave too. Yeah, we can check out caves. Definitely. You guys can tell me all the places that you want me to check out. We're in the Explorer section here. So the waves don't actually go in and out, but they kind of look like they do. Does it interact with building parts? I don't know. Let's give a look. We can look at that right now, since we're looking at the water. Foundation. That gave me a level. So you can go raise and lower foundations now and other things, but we'll get to that. Let's see. I'd say that's a yes, maybe. I'm not sure if the water's doing that anyway. Feels like it's kind of getting pushed along the side of it here. What do you think? I'd say that's a yes. It's definitely getting the feel that it's interacting. But, there's a wave. I don't know. Let's throw a few more down. Oh, here's another thing they do. Is when you have sloped terrain, they actually step down. We're going to need some walls now. The walls, it looks like they're going through. Looks like it's ignoring the walls. You can see the little vortexes. So It looks like it's interacting with foundations but ignoring walls. And you saw there, I cannot stack foundations, but they will step down now when you place them by half a wall. Pretty sure that's exactly half a wall. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. But that's alright. Half. Let's see a half wall. Is it just toggled from a regular wall? Another thing that's going on is they did like Atlas now, where one wall can be a door and various things. They're not the half walls. We got other walls. We got large walls. Maybe we don't have half and thatch. Or maybe it's toggled from a rail? That might be the thing. But this is a preview of our building section. No, I don't think so. Try wood or stone. At crafting. Let's see a rail maybe. Oh yeah, so wood, quarter wall, and railing. And yeah, they're not in thatch. But yeah, that's they step down a half wall height. And that can be that, and that, and that. I guess you do just 2 of these to make a half wall. But yeah, so foundations automatically step down, which makes terrain building a lot easier. And then I wonder if we pick this up. You can pick them up now without penalty. And we get a stone wall, say. Let's go back to here. Stone. The water interacts with that differently. Kinda, sort of. Come on. Woo! Man, obviously I'm not used to flying. It's going through it. It's going through it. No foundation stacking, no. Daniel Batts, you're off to bed. Thanks for the insight. Keep up the great content. Nice to see such a genuine person streaming. For sure, man. And thanks for stopping in. Hopefully, if you hadn't got the game, I helped you make a decision. You think if you turn your settings to the lowest, would it make your FPS better? Oh, it does. Absolutely. And low doesn't look that bad. There are some things that would be unplayable for some folks. I tried to find the balance that's the best I can do and still not give me a headache. Like right now I'm getting like 68, 67. Can you make a greenhouse? Let's get to building later. Let's do it. We're in the explore section. We got a little sidetracked there. Looking at water. We're looking at foliage effects, water effects, and just exploring what's happening in the map. So you got some nice splash where the waterfall hits. Trying to see if there's anywhere where the water goes up and down. No, it seems it keeps its line. It just looks like it's going up and down. So it's better, but it's not totally realistic. You would pay to be the dodo on the beach watching some flying human bash themselves into the ground immediately. PC game benchmark tells me my computer can run it. Gives your computer 43%. What's your specs hex? Specs hex? What's hex's specs? All right, let's look around. So one of the things that suffers by turning the clouds off is the winter biome. If we go back here and we put the volumetric, where is it? Volumetric cloud back to 1. My FPS tanks, but it makes this look way more mysterious, right? Isn't the snow cave over here somewhere? So just for the stream right now, let's turn that back off. So it's a clear day again. Yeah, volumetric fogs really make a huge difference. That's like 20 FPS. 20 or 30, depending on what I'm looking at. Yeah, so you lose atmosphere. At least you can see what you're doing. So up here is the blue obby. We had on our cluster, I had made a castle out. I think it was out over here. Or no, it was over there. That we were processing all the material from here. This is what blue obby looks like. It's changed a bit. It's a whole bunch of critters up here. Oh, and some resources look different. Let's see, let's go back to walk. And let's give myself a pick. Can you turn that off in the actual server? I'm not sure if it's a cheat or not, or if it's let's look at that in the let's look at the wiki, console commands. Let's see, let's search for a second. If you look over here, and we look for volumetric. Help if I spell it right. Huh, it doesn't even show there. Because it usually tells if these are cheats or not. But I don't think it's on this list. Let's see. ARK commands volumetric. I'm not sure. You might need to be able to enable cheats to use it. Certainly on single player, you can. It's icy, the dinos are slipping around. Typical RG with their head stuck on the wall. Oh, you can use volumetric on servers? Excellent. So, let me see. Some of the resources look different, which is what I was looking at here. Like this. This is oil. Now. Obviously, these are crystal. Let's see. There's got to be some metal up here. They're following the new nav mesh. Supposedly, Dino pathing is smarter now. That Carno's not very smart. Attacking a mammoth. Right next to the drunkard animal. That's what they're called. Ooh, you got wrecked. This is the Calicotheriums, right? Alright, this... Well, there's snow on it. But this is what obsidian looks like now. What was it, crazy sparkling on the rock? He's dead, buddy. You can stop now. It's like, I'm gonna smash you and all your kin. Crazy sparkling on the rock? I didn't notice it. Could tame this one right here and leave it here for harvesting. Oh, that's sparkling. That is snow. Apparently. I would assume there was a metal. Metal looks different now too. I'm not seeing any metal up here though. Maybe the snow's just covering it. Your first must-have dino was the trike, but next, the Carno is your next. It does look way more like obsidian. Absolutely. And the metal actually looks more like metal. If I could find some. We've got an explorer note here.
So these are the conquerors that I heard about way back when. Not a great first impression.
These seem the same.
Mei Yin and I weren't quite mates. But watching her creatures get slaughtered like that certainly wasn't pleasant. I'm not a fan of the prisoner lifestyle.
New old
either.
ARK.
The leader
What's up, Dominic?
introduced himself as
Welcome
Gaius
in.
Marcellus Nerva.
Yeah, we're checking it out and trying to help people decide if they're going to buy it or not. Oil.
Our conversations have been civil so
Well,
far.
I guess we'll see.
I get the feeling that'll change if I don't cooperate.
We'll see metal somewhere else.
Not that I have much choice.
That's weird that there's no
They
metal
already
here,
took the keys.
or that I'm not seeing
The
it.
only way I'm seeing this
Again, it
through
might be the
is
snow.
as a guest of the new Legion.
Yeah, remember nothing having voiceovers. Yeah, the voiceovers help. I'm pretty critical about how they do the story in here. Folks like Nettie the Noodle and all that make these epic things of all the story, and that's great. Power to them. I think it's kind of hidden, really. I mean, I kind of like that ARK is not story based, honestly. But then it is. But yeah, they've pretty much hidden it with all these. Why can I not fly? They've hidden it in all the Explorer notes. And I'm not the kind of person who will look up where Explorer notes are to find them all. I still haven't found them all after 5,000 hours. Because I've just been letting myself find them randomly. So we've got one of the new supply drops coming. They look like that as they're descending. They still do the poop. The poop is, I'm fine with. That's still nostalgia for me. Shupra, you purchased and downloaded the game, but your computer is struggling. What system are you running yours on? I'm on a 3090 graphics card with a Ryzen 5900 CPU. We did a bunch of finessing of it in the beginning of the stream, trying to get performance. But when I fly out, like right now, you can see in my upper left is my FPS. I'm down to 30 right now. And you can see it stutter a lot, which if I was making the video for real, that would really bother me, because that's like, I like having smooth quality. So I'm hoping that they will optimize it more. The only people I've seen that play it without struggling is basically 4090s. I've seen some streamers on 4090s, and they are the ones who have a smooth, non-jittery performance. But how many people have those, right? So yeah, this is what they look like when they land. They've solved the problem of them meshing through the surface by having these deformable legs. So the legs go up and down to match the terrain. And I don't think I can open it yet because I'm not high enough level. I'm just going to poop a lot. Yeah. They released it early because of their financial stuff. They just got it out with wherever it was at. So let's hope they optimize it, because if you go over to Steam right now, let's look at Steam on the ARK store page. Ooh, baby. They are down to 42% positive right now. And almost all of these are about performance. I want to see the NASA PC that this game was tested on before releasing to the public. It's a shame, but it's in a pretty awful state currently. Getting 30 to 45 FPS with an RTX 4090. Now, with a 4090, what? An i9 at 1440p? Dang. He must not have turned frame generation on. Stephen Hawking runs better than this game. Feels like 2015 all over again. And they gave it a thumbs up. Hey, Warren. What's up? Welcome in. You like the little feet? Yeah, it doesn't clip in the ground anymore. I mean, you just need to drop, what, $1,600 for a 4090? Chump change. You know, I'm selling a house right now. When I actually going to reward myself with one of those because I have to get one, right? Because I'm a YouTuber, so it's a business expense. Um, I do have a justification for it though. Besides ARK, is then I could put the 3090 in my streaming rig, and I'll be able to record and stream at the same time. So I'll be able to make smaller form videos outside of my streams, my long streams. Anyway, that's what's happening over on Steam. They're definitely paying the price for releasing it in this state. Oh, I'm eating a lot because I'm in ice cube territory, so the diarrhea should go away when you get warm again. That's probably a big part of it. Now, I have two rigs. I have a gaming rig and a streaming rig. If I was streaming at the same time as doing this on the same rig, we would really be suffering. I was watching Aaron Longstaff, and he was trying to do both of the same, and he was having a hard time with it. Anyway, let's do a little bit more explore, and then we'll move on to looking at the building. At this point, you'll almost be better off waiting for the next gen cards. I wonder how long that's going to be. I heard something about it, and it didn't seem as close as I'd like it to be. I see here, I think this is this the snow cave? It's been so long. Ooh, I felt that cave thing, yeah. I heard you didn't have to crouch to get in, but I did. I do have a tall character, though. You want to buy it, but not until they optimize it. Yeah, make them optimize it. So yeah, let's check out the snow cave. Wish I had a good reason to get a 3090 other than to want one. That's a good reason. About a year. Yeah, a year is a long time. I will log in thousands of hours of streaming in a year. Is that? Alright, that's iron. It's super shiny. It's not, doesn't look like what I saw other people show it. Oh yeah, we got shiny everywhere. Guess that's what the snow does. I'm gonna get lost in here. Paying for making a tall character. No, I'm not keeping this character. This is just the explorer, the review character. I would never play by cheating. Never ever. All right, weird stuff happening there. They were going to a 2-year cycle. We used to live at the border of the snow in that bay beyond the first snow bridge. Hello. You freaking weirdos. Whoop. Yeah, we got our little guy staged to want to kill us. I must be at least level 40 to defeat it. I think we're stuck here. Get out the way. Yeah, I don't even remember my way around the cave. It's been a long time. I think we gotta walk. Are we walking? Alright, we'll go this way. Alright. Putting on a tech suit is affecting sounds. The sounds have definitely improved. They've definitely done some work on sounds. But I think a 3060 would be able to run it. It would struggle. You know, you'd have to definitely turn it down to like medium or low settings. Out of my way. How do you get through here? Guess we're still flying. Didn't turn it off properly. I don't know if I'm going in circles or what. Ooh. But you guys are getting a sense at least of what this looks like. Swear to God, I told it to walk. On low, it looks like Minecraft. I actually don't think it looks that bad on low, to tell you the truth. At least ARK, original ARK looked way worse on low. Yeah, I think we're definitely going in circles here. I'm trying to get you guys somewhere interesting. Obviously, I haven't been in this cave recently enough to know my way around. Can I get through here? There we go. Alright, I think now we're getting somewhere. Oh, wasn't this the other way in? Oh, no, we made it to the artifact. Okay. Let's see. Let's just ghost to get out of here. So that's what that cave looks like. Yeah, I can use the ghost. If I used it in the cave, I would have, how fast flying is, I would have just ended up in the mesh somewhere and been even more lost. I think you just do ghost again to turn it off. Or if I remember, maybe walk turns it off. Here's a piggy. Deodon. Still looks like a Deodon. Alright, let's do a little bit more quicker fly through of the island. See what else we can recognize. Yeah, so there's the snow biome. Here's the other mountain in the snow biome. I forget the names of them. Are there penguins? Yeah, the penguins would be over here, right? My FPS was good inside the cave. Yeah. It's 63 right now. It's really inconsistent. Penguins used to be over here. I'm sure there are penguins still. I thought it was so cruel how they made you have to club them. That was just such a bad meme. You're hyped for split screen on console? Apparently they have split screen on PC now. This looks awfully quiet over here. You can see the obsidian. It's still snowy. There's oil. Yeah, I don't see any penguins right now. We've been robbed. Usually this area right here is covered with them. I don't know if they forgot to put them in or they moved them. And over here, if I remember right, was where the pearls were, right? In the water over here somewhere. Let's see. Hello. It's still the old cat TLC. Let's just keep making this go away. What level am I now? I'm level 26. I didn't even do nothing. Dino wipe? Oh yeah, we could do that. No penguins, can't buy it. What was the dino wipe command? It's been so long. Destroy wild dinos? Yeah. Boom. Bye-bye. We can get that little lag. Oh, crash. I got a bunch of crashes before. That's the other thing, is it crashes sometimes now. You have a 7800 XT and 1080p on high and getting 50 to 60. That's not bad. Penguins are all at 50-50. All right, so we can't use this because it'll try to install BattleEye. We got to go back to my library in Steam and hit play. Catch up with my water and coffee. And welcome everybody in. I knew the new ARK would bring in a bunch of viewers. That's what half of you just subscribed to me for, way back when. You do get back in pretty quick. It's still called shooter game? Oh no. You sabotaged it, indeed. Alright, where are we? Okay, and we got to get back into creative mode and fly. And hello. What is it? Enemy invisible. Boop. I know how to cheat. Oh yeah, we got to turn all this back off again too, just to get my FPS back. So volumetric cloud, r.volumetric cloud space 0, and r.volumetric fog space 0, and then we have FPS. See if that worked. Up, Pengies. Okay, now you can buy the game, Hex. Gary Coos. Oh yeah, and there's babies in game now. I think there was always baby Kirikus. Sinking through the snow there. But there's babies of all the other animals. And I think you have to kill their parents and then you can take them and tame them, which is just atrocious. Alright, we were looking for pearls. Here, see what they look like. Am I not invisible? God. Enemy invisible space 0. Yeah, there's baby animals now. Why are you doing that to me? Oh, did we not enable cheats? Enable cheats. There we go. Now that'll work. Maybe. I'll catch up with chat in a second. Enable cheats. Enemy invisible. You haven't experienced pain unless you've crashed in the extinction red zone. It takes you 5 minutes to load back in. You think your computer... So... 500... 1660 Nvidia Super would have trouble? Yes, you would have trouble. You'd have to run it on low. Does GTX support DLSS? No. Oh, true, not 0. That's what I'm doing wrong. See? I don't even know how to cheat. And 0 would be false anyway, right? That was for the clouds. I'm not a cheater, sorry. Anyway, somewhere in here. Oh, hello. Now, before I put enable cheats, the volumetric thing did work. There we go. That's pearls. Just looks like an abalone. Doesn't stand out very well. But they're in here. The babies were added just for this. An i5. Yeah, so you would definitely struggle. You could play it on the lowest settings, maybe. Got a Quetzal. And no, I didn't say that wrong. Quetzal. Alright, we got this mountain over here. This is like Craig's Peak or something. Oh, this is oh, this is the volcano. What am I talking about? We got the tech thing. The Overseer dungeon. Ooh. FPS is all over the place here. I went from 37 to 97. So there's that. Got similar mohawks. Good processor helps. There's definitely some processor heavy stuff, but I think it's largely GPU dependent. The game seems to be going really well. Had to stop for a moment to get back in the stream. So you're playing it? And it's going well for you? I want to find a baby now. Get some raptors. They didn't change predator behavior at all. They're still like infinitely hungry. Attacking everything in sight all the time. We got Carno Cave over here somewhere. The new Carno Island Cave is insane. You are on the server with some friends? Did they rent it from Nitrado? Or did they figure out another way to set it up? Carno Island's kind of quiet today. Except for that RG being chased by a saber. Just want to see if there was some baby carnivores here. I'm sure we'll see one eventually. The rule with ARK is you can't intentionally look for anything. If you want to find something, you won't find it. But if you're not looking, and you're not prepared, that's when you'll see it. Yeah, only baby penguins before, right? Yeah, we're still in our little explore section. We're going to mark all the chapters. We'll put timestamps in the description afterwards. No baby scorpions. Let's go check out T-Rex with the green belly. Oh, there we go. Baby T-Rex. It's got a little pacifier. Level 140. That's a good one. I didn't turn up max level. So if we killed the parents, apparently, we could feed the baby. For the T-Rex, I don't mind, but for other creatures, I mean, it's just like, I'm gonna murder your parents and adopt you. We won't tell them about it. They won't know. So that's Mama there. Your game has been downloading for 20 hours? Oh, man. So, yeah, one. Mama, are you Papa? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that's Mama. Mommy and Daddy. Oh, that's a juvenile, too. That's a baby. And a juvenile. Oh, and... Oh, look, we got a whole family here. Interesting. So I wonder if you could adopt all of these. Well, we'll find that out another time, but you can see the mechanic exists. And that's new. Oh, you can tame the parent and then the baby? Hey, old man. Welcome in. Well, that feels better. That feels better, rather than murdering them. You know, if you're RPing this, some people don't care. It's all pixels. I have a heart despite myself. Yeah, so baby dinos. You could have a whole herd. Yeah, you could adopt the whole family. Okay, let's go check out the cave. Neat. I think that's cool. Not the murdering the parents parts, but that there's babies. Makes it seem a little bit better ecologically. Where's the entrance? It's been a long time. It's over here somewhere. I think it's over there, right? Oh, look at that. Alpha Carno. I wonder if there are any gorillas for monkey. Oh, I'm sure. What are they, the Gigantopithecus? The baby monkeys? Mesopithecus? Who remembers where the entrance? Oh, and they got the new ruins texture. Bunch of piled rocks. Looks pretty cool. Man, my FPS is all over the place. I guess it would be worth capping your frame rate. I'm leaving it uncapped right now just so we can see. It'll just help make it a little bit more consistent. Hey, Zephyr. Do I know if there's fertilized eggs around? I do not know that. No, no wild eggs? Okay. Apparently not. Who remembers where the entrance is? This. I thought it was up over here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Oh, we got some phosphorescent shrooms. Look at that. They all bounce around when I walk over them. All the foliage moves. Oh, we'll look at refs. We'll look at refs. We'll do that in the building section. We'll see if we can sink foundations into them. Wiggle shrooms. They're cute, huh? Color them now and paint designs on the sails. This is cool. Alright, hold on. Photo time. Which I'm also not good at. Which takes the photo? Is it space? No. It's not click. I never really used photo mode in ARK. Like, I don't know how to get to those settings. I can toggle the whole visibility and just do it with F12. And why am I fuzzy? I guess I'm not too fuzzy. Coming to some thumbnail near you. Focal distance, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know how you get over to those settings to toggle them. F12? Oh. Oh, no, well, F12, I got my mouse. F12 is the Steam screenshot button. So I could change all this now. Okay. I don't know my f-stops and focal lengths and stuff. But you can change them here. You don't need spark gunpowder anymore? Spark powder? Oh, for the making of the stuff? They added new berries. Yeah. There's our artifact. Which one is that? Artifact of the Devourer. Now it's not all glowy pink anymore. Cool. Is this official? No. No, this is just me checking out the game in single player. Helping some folks decide if they want to buy it or not. I think we're going to have to ghost out of here again. So I don't remember the way. Yep. Shoop. The bats taking a bath is cute. I like bats generally. Except in here where they try to attack you and they're as big as you. Can't wait to fall in the Ragnarok lava in 4K HD. Yeah. Yeah, we're just cheating in single player right now to just get an idea. We're in our little explore section. We did the settings section, explore, which is obviously kind of the longest one. We're about to build in a minute. Or at least look at the building. Is there anything, before we move on, I guess, is there anything else you guys wanted to see as far as exploring the island to help you make your decisions? I guess in creative mode you just can fly all the time, huh? Let's just do a little finish the fly round. We kind of started over there and we've been working our way around. So we got the swamps down here. We turned off fog and clouds to get our FPS a little bit better. Swamp looks swampy. Check. He's got a snail stuck in his middle. Underwater is a lot scarier. Good luck finding a Tuso. I'll check deep water. What are you biting? Where's the Titanoboa? Those are supposed to look way better. You better get out of here. Someone's gonna try to eat you. What did I say? Can't wait to see Scorched Earth. Yeah, they gotta do all of them, man. Oh, it's a little guy. Little Lystro. It's a water raptor. If you build in the sand, your structures get all sandy and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Let me look at your colors. Oh, leave my water raptor alone. Oh, I hate you already. Well, Capro. I'm not a fan of all the get you stuck to your dead animals. What were the amphibians called? Diplocolus, something like that. Hey, Parasaur. Oh, here we go. In the trailer, these looked epic. They look a little less attached to the ground now. They're kind of slipping over it. But yeah, they got a facelift. Can I check out the Plant X? Lizard puppy. I haven't seen one. What was got the Dimetrodons? Those are the keep warm lizards. If we see one. Or I forget, didn't you have to get seeds some other way? And then you plant the seeds to get it? If I remember right. Yeah, I think that was it. A little less like a dollar store snake toy. Yeah, a little bit less. Alright, so we got another drop box here. Well, look at how much the legs can deform. That one's up on the rock. Those are way down there. Yeah, they look this weird like mix of techno and organic. Alright, anyway, green obby. It's a little bit more interesting now. And this whole area. This is probably as good of any to stop. Oh yeah, one of you guys. What do you call it? Tapajara, that's right. This is probably a good place to stop and look at some building stuff. Got a pretty good open area here. So yeah, let's walk again. And move on to the next section where we check out the building stuff. Yeah, here's a... What do we call these guys? The Thero, the tickle chicken. Yeah, I've got tickle chickens. Medium crop plot blueprint. Yeah. Or the slee stacks. Ah, they're hiding underground, man. Apparently I'm hot. Did I give myself infinite stats? I forget if that one needs a Boolean or not. Do it both ways. Infinite stats. True. Slayer of your early game tames. Yes. I gotta use the restroom real quick, guys. I will be back in a second. I'm just gonna leave you here. Hopefully some things will walk over me. Why is my face so blurry. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's check out the building system, and hopefully we'll have checked out all the things that will help you make a decision if you want it or not. Switching the lurk modes are going. Right on, man. Enjoy your lurk. Too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I am too hot. Is there a player texture setting? I didn't see it, but I did keep my textures on Epic. Yeah. You know, one of the things is with 2015 ARK, man, we went through all of early access. I kind of not looking forward to doing that again, man. Just the agony of like, what are they going to fix? Or what are they going to add? Are they going to deal with this bug? You know, and they don't even give you like a full roadmap of like what they're going to do, right? So all that's kind of tough. Anyway, let's get over here. Let's check it out one material at a time. So we'll start with thatch. We'll get all the thatch. And we'll check this stuff out. Boop. Foundations, walls, ceilings, doors and windows. Some of these little icons are not too clear. And roofs and stairs. Okay. So, get your little ghost image. And ostensibly you would have crafted these from stuff. Excuse me. You done? Thank you. So you do your first click, and then you can rotate and go up and down. So that's really cool. You used to have to use columns, pillars, and stuff to do this, but now you just move your mouse up and down. You can press Q to lock the height and just rotate. If I press Q again, it locks the rotation, and then I just go up and down. And then if I press E, it unlocks the camera. Oh, and then my camera is locked. Okay, so we got all those different options. But there's just the one foundation. Those are all our little options there. Boop. All right, let's go ahead and place it. That might make you get the game. This part. So there it is. And that looks thatchy. It definitely have a new model for the thatch. All right, and then check this out. We looked at this a little bit in the water. But when you go up the hill, this used to be hell. This part. They step themselves up. They won't stack, but they will step themselves up. And then also, see the grass there? It takes a minute, but it goes away. No more grass. Clipping. I guess the flowers still do. Okay, the flowers don't go away, but the grass does. Boom, boom, boom. That's a nice sound. Yeah, so there's thatch. It's distracting. And then the walls. So, yeah, they did the thing now where one piece represents many. So you get to craft a lot fewer pieces, have a lot fewer pieces in your inventory. So this is a door. It's a bigger door or a window. That's all the thatch options. So we'll do window. Can you pick the flowers? I don't think so. And then we'll do a bigger door. And a regular wall. The Oviraptor. I'm not really trying to make anything amazing at this point. I just want to check stuff out. Okay. And then if we choose the door piece, it can be a tall door. Oh, we never made a small door, did we? It can be a window. Oh, check it out. The windows. Oh, maybe not on this one. I thought you can choose which way they point. Oh, no, you can flip it that way. Maybe not on the thatch. But I know on the other ones you can choose which angle. Oh, there, it's Q. You can choose where they attach. Right, so that one opens that way. Whereas that one, you can change it. So let's see. Like there we go. Now that one will open. Oh nope, that didn't work. Can pick it up. Oh, picked up the whole thing. I am a tall boy. I made myself a tall boy just trying to see over the grass, but it didn't really help. Here, let's and that you think that you can pick them up without penalty now is amazing. Let's see, let's do the small door. And okay, will you? Yeah, there we go. Now it's hinged from the top. And you get controls here. You can set a pin code, admin only access, or you can change if it opens only in or out, unlock, always out. So now I can't open it inward. Nope. O'Reilly! Aha. Much better viewer to like ratio over here. Hey, welcome in. How was your stream, O'Reilly? What do you think about ARK 1.5? O'Reilly is not. Hey, Uber is a responsible adult and needs to work tomorrow. I am a very irresponsible adult. I will not pretend that playing this didn't cut into my sleep time and work time today. But, you know, I'm the boss. Oh, can you pick the flowers? I don't know if you can. The flowers don't go away, but the grass does. We're just checking out the building system. Kind of feels like I'm harvesting something. And while I'm harvesting, hello buddy, I wanted to show you all that there's new berries. I'm not a fan of the restrictions of raft building. Hey, Lai. Yeah, Yeah, we haven't looked at rafts yet. Raft building has been nerfed. I think there's like some pros and cons, right? There we go. I think that's enough to show it. So besides the Azuls, the Tintos, the Mayhos, and the Amars, we now have Magin berries, and Verd berries, and Cyan berries. So we got new color berries. And this is getting a little ahead of myself here, but there's a command for, I think, give colors. Give colors. Oh, I gotta do it this way. Oops. I don't even know how to cheat. Nope. Color, give colors. There it is. Boom. And now if we look at my inventory, there's no colors. But in the cosmetics tab, there's supposed to be colors. Didn't work. The dyes appear. There's a lot more dyes, and they appear in your inventory in the cosmetics tab. Give colors, right? No more big raft builds. They fixed the bug. Didn't go deep water. They did make alignment easy, yeah. I did watch What's Up with Rafts, but I haven't demonstrated it yet. We'll get to that here. I squashed the most beautiful... Ah, look at that. Baby trike. How cute is that? Let's go murder its parents so we can take it. All right. Did that work this time? Let's see. No. I know I'm in creative mode. But this is supposed to fill with like 1,000,000 billion colors. He doesn't do the jump when leveling? Oh no. Oh, you have to specify amount? See, I'm a terrible cheater. I just don't know how to do it. Give colors quantity. Aha. Oh, nope. Quantity. I don't know. 32. Woo, there we go. Okay. What's this allowed items business? Oh, stuff I could dye, maybe. Let's make that go away. Anyway, I guess that's stuff I can dye, but you can see back here. There's 6 in the row, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21 plus 1. I'll let someone do the math on that. Was it 21? That's 127 colors now? Maybe? We'll look in a minute if that how they work, right? Because a lot of times things would not die very well at all. You got moss troughs right off the back. Little guy has places to be. Yeah, the baby dinos are definitely cute. We shall call her Sarah. The babies don't cause adults to aggro. That's good. I'm going to miss stuff in chat. This is a lot more people than I'm used to having in chat normally. So anyway, yeah, we were checking this out. We saw that you can change pieces, that foundations will step themselves up hills a half piece at a time. If we go over to rails, there's no thatch rails, but there's metal, stone, wood, and tech rails. And so if we pick one of these, we can exactly fill in this. So this is going to have pros and cons, right? They've basically cleaned up the building system, but there's a lot of opportunity that was created by having a messy building system. The adults will aggro if you kill them. I bet. Color your clothing. Oh yeah, we could try that. Let's see. So with the cosmetics, allowed items, equipable. No. Oh. I don't know exactly how this works, but if I took a purple, can I do that? Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I've got a fatal error. No purple allowed. No. I broke it with the purple. You saved so many engram points now. Yeah. All right, let's do this again. Launching from the Steam so we don't have to install BattleEye. So what do you think, Raleigh? Are you going to keep playing it or not? Did you get the performance playable for yourself? Mine is struggling. We played around with it. I had to turn off volumetric clouds and fog and kind of get granular with the settings. Oh, we're here. All right, well, let's check out let's check out wood now. I'm not going to try the dyeing because we don't want to do that. Now, when I was watching, I watched Captain Fat Dog last night when I should have been sleeping, and trying to dye things made him crash the most. Hello. All right, anyway, we got to get back into a few things here. We got to get creative mode going again. We got to enable cheats. We got to get enemy invisible. I think that's it, right? Try taking off the clothing. All right, well, if you guys want to see me possibly crash again, okay, let's try my shirt, pants. Oh, we didn't give ourselves the cosmetics yet. Okay. So give colors. Boom. All right, here we go. Oh, I wouldn't even try it on the Steam Deck. We got our regions. Ooh. There we go. And then region 4. Here, we'll make it pink. We gotta apply it. Region 1. Apply. There we go. 5 is up there. Give that those. 5 and 6. Let's make 6 orange. That's pretty good. Alright, there we go. I now have a nice purple shirt. We won't press our luck anymore though. This image is weird. It's like low res in here. So much pinks. There are so many colors. That's for another stream to look at all the colors. You dig it enough to keep playing, you think? You want to explore and mess with the building system? It's so much more intuitive than 1.0. Glad the colors are pretty vibrant. Yeah, they're really vibrant. From what I've seen so far, that's actually my complaint, is that they're almost too vibrant. Well, now that the game thankfully cleared our foundation, let's go ahead and check out the wood pieces. We didn't check out the thatch ceilings yet, but we can kind of guess. Thatch has the fewest pieces. You know what? In case we crash again, let's do a save. Seems the color pretty true. Yeah. All right, let's do wood crafting. Oop. And let's do all the wood things. You got doors, foundations, walls, triangles. They already added that, but these are new. The quarters. Foundations and supports. Ceilings and hatch frames. Wait, buddy. My stream here. Get out of here. Slope walls. Ladders. You got the quarter. So we got quarter ceilings and quarter walls. Triangle roofs and corners. And large. Gates. Behemoth. Wood behemoth. And these are now called cellar doors to hatch frames. But they don't have frames anymore. Which maybe is why they don't call them that. Let's give ourselves a couple benches. Oh, treehouse. We're gonna have to try that too. I wonder if treehouse actually matches building part sizes now. The Bronco's not stressing me out. He kind of is. He kind of is. Okay. So let's go get these going. Hi, buddy. Fioma's stressing me out too. Where's my walls? Oh, here we go. Walls. These are the quarters. These are the ceilings. Oh, those are the quarters too. We need the big ceilings. Ramps. Pillars. Those guys. Those guys. Oh, we need these for sure. We'll check those out. Wood is better than stone against C4. The poo pig. Raptor or RG going nuts, yeah. Last time we did a dino wipe, we crashed the game. The game is very crashy. Okay, let's see. Let's try some of these maybe. So we already looked at how you can raise and lower and rotate and stuff. Oh, that's an Alpha Raptor. Okay, and let's see, let's take it down to a single bit here. All right, so wood, check that out. So yeah, you rotate through the pieces in the same way. Let's do double doors, why not? Oop, hey. I've noticed that was not demonstrating that, but I've noticed that the pieces don't seem to flip around as much when you're trying to place them. They do seem to place more smoothly, and it remembers the last one you chose, which is definitely appreciated. Window. What else do we got? We got let's do one of those. And oh yeah, there's a secret thing. I think it's this. Alright, here, we're gonna do a save. And then we'll see if this crashes us. So far, so good. You built the base around a roaming Bronto. Mistake. And I accidentally smacked his tail. So these look different. They definitely have changed the wood and the thatch. Both of them look definitely modeled differently, and they look a lot better. Still very log cabiny on the outside, but on the inside it looks much more crafted. For sure. Did I give myself a door? Oh, and this is a secret thing. Check this out. That's the secret door. And everything except thatch has one of these. And you can lock them and stuff. You can set a pin code. You can do all that stuff. Admin only. Yeah. That's fun. So you have a base with no doors, and they have to figure out how to get in. Now, of course, everybody's going to know there are secret doors and be looking for them, but you'll never know which one they are if you don't have the key, I guess. Yeah, isn't that neat? You need to get the game now just because of that door. And did I give myself an actual door? Yeah. Yeah, so there's one door for everything. We'll make this one hinged on the top. And this one hinged on the bottom. And that one hinged on the side. Boom. Boom. And boom. Is that a new sound for the doors? That sounds pretty good. And then let's check out maybe the roof pieces for them. So let me see. We've got this guy. Boop. Is that what goes there? No, I don't think so. I think here. Do we have things they can be? Yeah, are. I don't think it's either one of those. Is there a piece for this? Is it? All right. Well, there's the sloped wall, and you can just flip it back and forth to be either. And then if we do something like this, if we get the sloped wall, it can also go upside down now. So we got upside down slopes. That's pretty cool. I'm imagining a PvP base with turrets behind all the secret walls. Just run around and open all the walls. Oh. And that sandwich with another wall sandwiched behind those. Yeah. Trying to figure out which one goes here. Oh, can we... Let me see. Let's pick that up. If we did this, can we put an upside down one? Oh, we can. Look how easily that placed. Nice. Remember me struggling in so many streams to get those to place right? And then, is there a triangle ceiling? Triangle. Like just a flat one? Is it this one? Where'd it go? Do I have that already? Oh, it's this one. Okay. So you just got to change it. Oh, there we go. So it's a triangle and a quarter. All right. It's the quarter one becomes the triangle. Nice. And things are just snapping so cooperatively. Gotta love it. Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's move on. Let's check out other parts. So we have more things to go through. So let's do stone. I think it's going to be a lot of the same in a lot of these. Oh, actually, back in wood. Let's see. Let's do stairs. Oh, so is this in the ramps? Okay, we didn't look at the ramps. 6. So yeah, that's the ceiling. That's the ramp. Oh, and another thing we have to see is, do ramps snap evenly? That's stairs. Yeah. The ramps snap flush with the foundations. And then ceilings snap flush with foundations too. Oh, and then here's the big question. If you have a pillar, and you can raise it and lower it, rotate it. Why don't you want to press? Why you no place? There you go. All right. Oh, I did too. Do These snap flush. Ooh. Kinda. Close enough, right? They poke through the teeniest bit. But not obtrusively. Pillar floor clipping was fixed with every type but wood. Okay, well, let's check that out real quick. Let's see. Stone. Pillars. And we want the full ceilings. There we go. Hi, Pony. So these snap off each other? They don't. Unless there's something I gotta toggle for snapping. Oh, by the way, all the pillars have sideways pillars now. So we just do that. I guess maybe that's how you space them out now. And in here, we made that. Ooh, that's nice and clean. If we go the other way, does it work? So we get one of these again. Boop. Yeah. Okay, so I'll take your word for it. You like the round dots of the pillars? They're not bad. It's not, you know, if we go over here and we toggle walk. We don't bump on them at all. So they're not obstructive. So I'd say that's pretty much fixed. I say that's a win. There's a lot of wins with the building. For sure. Yeah, there's a lot of wins with the building. You're not a fan of the stone look? Let's look at some more stone. Let's see. Let's make some more foundations. Stone. Oh, and I was going to look at the spiral stairs, too. Get some of that. Reinforced doors. I got some of those already. Got so much stuff, man. Stone large walls. Hatch frames. All right, let's look at the gates. Modern art. Yeah, we'll do better builds later. Right now we're just kind of getting a sense of them. All right, so actually let's come over here where we can raise and lower again. Oop. Let's take them all the way up. They don't look that much different. They look a little bit better. But they definitely did not change radically like the wood and thatch did. We still need to look at metal. I know metal looks different. I think tech looks pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and get a wall. Oh, the wrong wall. I love this. Actually, while we have that. Oop, no, I lost it. You can do that. That. Oh, yeah, you can just totally freeform them. I wonder how far we can go out like that. What the heck? Really? Well, I guess 2 of them equal 1. So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces over. Let's change the time. It's looking very green now. I like the wood bracing on the back. Let's look at the I keep picking the wrong one. It's hard to tell which is which. Did I get a regular stone wall? I don't think I did. Go. Is that it? Nope. Where'd it go? It's up here. Okay. All right, regular walls. And that one, that one, that one, and the window, and the secret one. Ooh. That's cool. It sounds great. There's some warmth. Just light a fire in there. Neat. You still got to cover the foundations when you put the walls on. They stick out a little bit. And then let's look at the doors for them. It's that one, right? I think that's a new sound for them. Turn it up for you guys. Best monkey build ever, right? I dig them. Excellent. Okay. That's stone. I don't mind it. It looks pretty good. Oh, you wanted me to look at the ceilings too. Let's look at the ceilings. Okay, here we go. Ceilings. Yeah. Those are kind of boring. They look kind of like what we had before, right? And then how about the slope ones? So that's the regular. Is that a ramp or a ceiling? That's stairs. Oh, that's the spiral ones. All right, let's look at those in a second. So it's just the two, right? Yeah. Oh, you double click to walk again. I don't even know about these things. Now, the weird thing about the spiral stairs is they're, let's take these off. They're cut square at the corners. Look like they took the old textures and up-res them. Yeah, for the stone, that's definitely what it seems like. I remembered where I was at. Let's see. We need to, there we go. Going the right way? Just move your camera to change it? Yeah. So yeah, these spiral staircases are cool. They fit inside square structures now. But if they're not in the structure, they look weird. Because they're cut. What do you think? Yeah, he didn't like it either. But let me see. Let's get a metal wall. Metal. Metal quarter. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Don't know my own speed. So that's if you get metal. Metal looks different. So if you encase the stairs, they look fine. But if you don't encase them, they look weird. Lighthouses everywhere. You actually liked that they squared out the spiral stairs, using them left ugly gaps, and you would fall through those and get stuck often. Oh yeah, old man just said that. It is a fix for that, indeed. And then that's what metal looks like. Metal is not so shiny, but not so rusty either. Smooth on the outside. And kind of ribbed on the inside. I think that's an improvement. I wonder what it sounds like when you walk on metal now. One big piece now instead of a lot of small pieces. Yeah, I mean, I could work with that. I mean, how often do you put them outside? You can always have stairs to a ceiling and more stairs if you want to do that outside. Definitely more industrial. We'll check out painting in a second too. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Speaking of, let's save. Metal is more industrial, especially the doors. Okay, let's check out a door. Let's pick this up. And put it back. Door. And then door metal. Oh yeah. That looks like something out of Fallout or Starfield. Yeah, it is. I like the metal too. I don't mind it. All right. Well, let's see. Let's save again because I'm a little afraid of this. Let's check out painting, how dyes work. We don't have Adobe now, unfortunately. I don't think we do because we have to wait for Scorch for that. We just have thatch, wood, metal. Oh, we have greenhouse, right? Let's check out greenhouse real quick. A little greenhouse. Greenhouse wall. Greenhouse ceiling. Greenhouse door. I already know I don't like it. But I'm going to show you guys anyway. So check it out. No longer is it like clear glass. It looks kind of like Lexan or acrylic that's corrugated. And it's got a strong tint to it as well. I'm not a fan. It's got all those. I just, you know, you use greenhouse to be your windows. Who cares about them being an actual greenhouse? Tell you they changed the sound of the greenhouse being destroyed? We will check that out. We will check that out. Where's the greenhouse door? Yeah, and then what else? We gotta check out the ceiling. Ceiling's not as bad. All right, and let's go ahead and break it. Woo! I don't think they changed it. Yeah, it's like a Lexan or acrylic or something like that. But it doesn't sound like it when you break it. To be fair, it's made of crystal. Oof. Ouch, I can't do that anymore. Made it more modern. It's got a ton of character. It does have character. It's its own thing more now, though. It's not just like your glass option. Yeah. All right. Didn't we give ourselves a spray painter? Was that living here? And these, I guess, are not adding to our weight, which is awesome. You can just have an inventory of all the colors all the time. That's awesome. Well, we'll give ourselves another Oh, you know what? We did that after we crashed. Okay. So, let's start with the paintbrush, I guess. Put it down here. Be a nice skylight in your log cabin. I mean, the tint would be good, but not if you want to look out and see the world. So we don't really have clear glass at the moment, do we? All right, let's paint a wall. Let's pick something not too gaudy. Like purple. All right, so what zones do we have? Do we have no zones? Or do we have to pick the color? I don't see any zones. No regions? Oh, I didn't... Maybe I need to put paint on my brush? There we go. Okay, you could paint the little studs. I'm not sure where that is. Can we spin this? I don't know how to spin this. There's probably something on the other side. That's like the chinks. That's that. And that's that. Wow. Okay, let's do that. Drag paint to the brush, yeah. Oh, and we crashed. So they got to work on the colors, apparently. Control click. Okay. It looked vibrant. One of the problems before with painting is, one, colors came out differently on different pieces. And it didn't coat very well either. I did save because I was afraid that was going to happen. And now we got to do all the things again. GCM. Enable cheats somewhere up there. I'm not versed at cheating. I never did a build on stream that was cheated in creative mode. This is just experimenting. And hopefully, we'll see if I keep it that way. You can do a lot more builds if you go into creative mode, but yeah. Set enemy invisible. Boop. Oh, and we need to do infinite stats. True. So I'm not versed at doing that. ARK monochromatic evolved. All right, let's try one more time. We're going to save. And let's try this. Hopefully. So what is control click? It just applies. All right, apply. Cross our fingers. And that is on the inside? Yeah, it's just on the inside. Let's see if we can get a code out here. How do you spin this? I don't know. I want to see the other side. Maybe do the paint from the other side? It's probably that one. Yeah, that was it. Ooh. Oh. Well, before we say okay on the crash, we'll just look at the color. That's pretty purple. It's very vibrant. It spins if you control, click, and drag. Oh, okay. ARK released like 4 maps before it got out of early access. Did ARK ever come out of early access? It took 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years. Wasn't it just Aberration that came out in early access? And people were really mad about that. DLCs before early access. And it had something to do with their lawsuit and Snail and everything. Anyway, that's the purple. We're apparently not going to get to see it, actually. But we just fill your eyes there. All right. Yeah, lots of shades. So there probably will be maybe like a less intense purple in any of those 127 shades. But apparently we cannot check them all out now. Scorch, that's what I meant, Scorch. I was seeing Scorch and I said aberration. Yeah, Scorch, my joke was Scorch was the only one that came out on time because they released it as soon as they told us about it. But yet it was the most hated. So my theory is that they got PTSD from that and they decided never to release a game on time again. And then everybody would love them, right? Okay. So obviously they have to work on dyes. Is there anything else in building you guys want to see before we go try to do a raft? Gotta do all this stuff again. Cheats. GCM. Infinite stats. Doop. Oh, and we've got to disable the fog and stuff too for the frame rates. So volumetric cloud 0, R dot, volumetric fog 0. Boom. I actually like to look better that way too. I love Scorch too. Aaron and I played that together. The whole Iron Mind did, but we were playing as a duo then, and we both felt a little dirty buying the game, but we did it anyway because of the controversy around it at the time. And then we loved how much we died. We were just getting wrecked in the beginning. It's running around with my purple trademark brush. We could do this all day. All right, let's go out where it's deep and drop a raft. Scorch was fantastic for you until a tribe swooped in the server and destroyed yours and other people's bases. Yeah, that's how it goes if you're playing on PvP. Coffington. No, it's Choffington. What's up? All the old heads coming out of the woodwork for ARK. What's up? Welcome, welcome. So, let's see. Let's get a raft. Ponies barking. And gotta put it down here. That was when Fox and you convoyed across the map to Three Springs? That's right. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Alright, there is a raft. Get that a little deeper water. Oh, tree platform. That's right. We gotta check out tree platform. Okay. So, how do I put this brush away? Stuck with it forever. I didn't displace another one, did I? No. Okay. So, new old ARK. Yes. It's the new old one. Alright, so let's grab a foundation of some kind. Let's grab like a wood foundation, I guess. I'm just going to have the paintbrush. So we are in alignment mode right now. So it's free place, no snapping, but it's always aligned with so we don't have to worry about rotation. We can turn that off, have full free placement, or turn it on and do that. Now apparently the thing where you get on here and choose it. Let's get that again. Doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can choose it from the tiller. Okay. Q? Ah, thank you. I kind of liked having it out. Honestly. Alright, so we're gotta hold E. Oh, we're in alignment mode here. So you just gotta get free-handed, I guess. Go all the way out there. And then we lower it. No more pillars necessary. I dig that. So the foundations can go all the way out front. How far back can they go? So 3 by 3. And then does the thatch roof thing work anymore? Let's see. Got a thatch roof. Oop. Oh, should I save? Good idea. Hey, Felipe. Thank you. Alright, so we got these. How far can they go out? That far. So let's make this as big as we can. So what was the part you didn't like anymore, O'Reilly, about the raft building? It's where you cry? Because you can't place foundations under these anymore? You can build it out with ceilings, though. It doesn't have to be foundations, right? I mean, you can still make a big old raft. So yeah, that looks consistent. What is that? That's 4, 8 by 8 with the corners cut off. That's pretty good. But yeah, you can't put the foundation here now, right? Nope. Nope. Alright, but you can fake a foundation, right? Durability is less? Yeah, I guess so. Although it's more pieces to break. So you could do that with like metal or tech or something like that, right? Oh, I forgot to do enemy invisible. Oh, you're biting my toesies. What do we got? We got, did we do enable cheats already? Enable cheats. Enemy invisible. And, let's throw a little god in there for good measure. You could even, let's see. Get some metal. Higher piece counts. Yes, that's true. We'll just have to raise the piece counts on the servers, I guess. So we got metal ceiling and hatch frame. And then we need the walls. So what if you did like go like that? So you can make them half the thickness now. You don't need to do enable cheats? See, I don't even know these things. I'm a horrible cheater. And that I'm bad at cheating. I've hardly ever done it. Oh, I can't put one there. Why not? Oh. Anyway, we're not trying to design this for real right now. But then you could do... Oh, no? Oh, yeah. Oh, I must have replaced one above. That's what I did. Serene sound of growling sharks. Deep. Yeah, so you just have to do it like that, I guess. Ooh, what happened? No. I threw myself. Fish make noise. Is there a way to, like, in creative to pick your piece by just pressing middle mouse or something like that? It's not. No picker. Yeah, so you can still make big rafts. You just can't have them be all foundation. So unofficial, your piece counts will suffer. You like to pick up bloop sound? You cannot put ceilings on top of foundations anymore. So as long as we're on our own server, though, we can increase the piece counts. We're good. It's a big old boat, man. It's not all is not lost. Do we have a metal foundation? I think we do. Of course, I'd want to round them out with triangles and stuff. Although, actually, we'd need to do it with the triangle ceilings, which would be these guys. You're back? What happened? Hey, Carson. We're just checking out, rafts right now. Building on them. Yeah. And then where's the small guy? You'd have to figure out how to round it out. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, wrong one. It says hold for pickup, but it doesn't do it automatically. Okay. Can you show off some tech? Yeah, we can do some tech. Can do some tech. Let me just try to finish this. Oh, these are the small ones though. Oh no, they're not. They're regular. Still will be different. Oh, they don't clip. Oh, that's rough. Do I have we don't have rules here, huh? We're gonna have to exit out. Let's see. Let's save. All right, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Let's exit the main. Let's make sure we have collision turned off. Game rules, world rules. There's somewhere you can turn off collision for building. I want to make sure I have it turned off. Structure. Disable structure placement collision on. There we go. Save. Now let's hopefully that goes back. Now how do I pick my save? Can I only have one at a time going? Is that how it goes? A single player? Can't have multiple saves. Alright, then we gotta do the things. I don't have to do that. We do have to do that. Did the clouds? Oh, we did the fog. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's that one? Yay! Now they'll collide. Excellent. That's good news. All right, we need the regular one. They vibrate still. That was a problem in the old one. Jace, is ASO worth it? Well, what do you guys think of what I've shown you so far? We have a whole list of pluses and minuses. Oh, try foundation ceiling again under. Okay, yeah, we could do that. I thought it had to be thatched, but maybe that was just because. Yeah, no worky. I think it's just because thatch costs less. But just to be sure. I think I'm invisible. Let's get the thatch. Yeah, we can go through the whole list of pluses and minuses again in a second, Jace. But there is arguments both ways. And it's kind of up to each person to decide if it's worth it. Nope. That did not fix it. You have to install the old ARK. Well, there's a big difference, definitely, in the look. Old ARK runs decently, though, yeah. Hey, B-Fun. Oh, I'm cheating, B-Fun. We're just, we're unwrapping the game right now, just looking at the assets and making decisions. We're kind of looking at the building mechanics and stuff like that. I'm deciding if I'm going to play legit or not. I mean, if I'm going to play or not. And if I do play, then of course I will play legit. But for now, we're just exploring. We worked on our settings to try to get a decent frame rate. I've got it hovering around 50 or 60, sometimes 70, depending on what I'm doing. We did a big explore. We looked at some of the new features of the map itself. And then we just did a whole session where we were looking at building. Yeah, the graphics are definitely better. There's some things I still don't care about them. We are kind of stuck making a server. We talked about that. Because either we rent it from Nitrado or nothing right now. Although Aaron said that there is a way to do it. So apparently there is a way. I don't want to give Nitrado any money, so we'll have to figure out how to set up our own. But let's just look at tech real quick, and then we'll have that full discussion again about, you know, whether we think it's worth it or not. And ultimately, I can't decide for you. There's a bunch of pros and cons. I mean, number one is, can you run it? If you can run it comfortably, that changes things for sure. So let's see, tech. We got the dedicated storage. We need the tech wall, quarter, cellar door. All this stuff, man. Oh, I want to check out vacuum compartments, actually. That I want to do. That's the ceiling. Here's the foundation. There's a bunch of bits here. And I think tech mostly looks the same, as far as I can tell. Doors and windows. Depends. I thought mine was pretty beefy. It's playable, but I can feel it, man. I can feel it. And I could not do the highest settings. Yeah, just being able to run it is definitely the issue. Alright, let's get these real quick. Cellar door. And that. And let's just run over here real quick. No, it's not optimized. Boop. Go up and down, rotate. Oh, that's very cool. Walk up the hill. That's cool. Triangles. They sound very techy when you place them. And these decide when they want to go up the hill too. Pony's putting his hand on my hand on the keyboard. It's hard to do WASD with a giant dog head on you. Yeah, you got a giant dog head. They're cute. And that will be asymmetrical. We don't care. So I think it's about the same as it was, right? Doop. Doop. Notice when you place it, it tells you how many snap points. There's 4 out of 6 snap points. I think that's what that's telling me. Do we get a secret tech door? I think we do. Ooh, secret door. Missed the lights on the floors. Oh, are they not lit anymore? Maybe we need to power them. I think this is our door. And our window. Boom. Meow. Meow. Oh, this is a big one. Whoa. Alright, I thought that was a small one. But yeah, no frames for hatches anymore. The double door is aggressive. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to show everything for folks who are deciding whether they want to buy it or not. Keep leveling up. All this crafting. Okay, crafting, tech. Let's see, need one of these. And do we have like slopes or stairs? That's the ramp. Or no, that's the roof. That's the ramp. Totally already haven't bought it. I totally believe you. Yeah, so we have this is going to be like a sloped one right there. We have pieces now where we can do roofs, inner corners and outer corners. You've run into the roof pieces do not want to overlap. Let's in a second, let's do an inner roof corner and an outer roof corner and check that out. With the tech or with any of the pieces? We need the tech slope walls. Boop. Oh crap. We just lost this whole thing. Cozy Cottage has a cyst on the roof. Alright, and there's a lot of crashes. It is bugged out. Save often. Maybe you're using the wrong tier. Oh no, not the first crash at all. We've crashed 4 or 5 times now. Certain things crash it, like dying anything. There's 121 dies, but they're very buggy. Alright, we're back on the raft. You haven't crashed yet? No, you jinxed it. Very like Icarus was in the beginning. Frame rate still tanks you on Icarus. Alright, let's maybe this will be the last. Oh, actually the last thing we have to try is the redwood platforms. But let's do an inner roof and an outer roof. I'll just be real quick with this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh, that's half a thing higher now. Right. So I try to make it all techie, the fact that you can pick this stuff up. So that will be these guys. We've got to flip them. Make them fit right. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, I don't really care right now, but it's kind of an issue. Oop. I don't care. Shoot, let's pick that one up. So you gotta choose where it fits. Yeah, okay, anyway. So inner roof. It's not going to be these, it's going to be these. It's going to be... Is it that? No. No, this would just be a regular one. So it would be like that and that, and then those go there. That's right. Woo! So fast. Right. Well, how easy was that? That's not bad. And then we can do it like that and like... I flip this? Oh, all the snaps. I press Q. There it is. They don't have thatched triangle roof pieces? I don't know. That was pretty easy, and it did not fight me like it used to do with S+. So that was not bad at all. I dig it. And what did they do in the trailer? They had like... I had one of these with the triangle pieces. Which one was the slope? These ones? Actually, no, they did it with these, didn't they? They did like that. Yeah. Little half-length overhangs would be great. No more overlapping roofs for inner corners? Yeah. All the arc charm is gone. Let me see. What can we do with let's see, 3. Alright, so we can't do overhangs with these. There's these. You could kind of do that. I know it's not the same. Well, the other thing they showed was railings. Now, railings wouldn't be waterproof, ostensibly. I want to slow down the delay on this. Or, excuse me, opposite. Speed it up. Did I do any rails yet? Rail? No. Crafting. Oh, these are railing. Oh, okay. So which would it be? So let's change that to railing. Yeah, and you can get the rails. Follow the slope. Sometimes. Oop. I remembered it was rails. Now, can I get those to collide? Oh, there it was. No. It's not a true overhang. It's kind of an overhang. It wouldn't stop water, but it outlines the space where an overhang would be. Can they go off of these? That's asking a lot. I'm asking too much. It doesn't want to go on this edge. I didn't think it would. Anyway, a lot more roof options than vanilla. Much cleaner. Yeah, that's what you saw in the trailer. A decorative overhang. Right. Yeah. It's structural. Alright, I think one last thing we'll do for today, and then we'll have our final wrapping up discussion, is let's check out a treehouse and see what they do now. rotate it. Boom. So do pieces snap to them now? Oh, they snap to the outer edge now. It's not inner. What about the foundation? Foundations are free placement. But you can do that, and they're actually 4 wide now, which I guess they must have made them a little shorter. My most viewed video with like 750,000 views is how to place these so they reach the edges when these things first came out. Can we get oh yeah, we can get the foundations to snap to the ceilings. Excuse me, walls. All these words. Are there half-width stairs attached to quarter ceilings? I think there you're asking too much. See, these are triangles and those. These are just railings and those. It's the ramps that turn into the stairs. And there's full width stairs. And then there's these weird squared off spiral stairs. They're called ladders. So it doesn't look like it. You know, who knows? I may just not be finding it. Oh, and we got a crash. Another crash. We're going to be back at the raft. What time is it anyway? 7:30. We've only gone 3.5 hours. But I think that's a pretty good coverage. Were there other things before we go that people wanted to see? Before we have our wrap-up discussion, go over all the pros and cons of ARK Survival Descended and what we think of it. What's up, Pony? Did your boy leave again? Yeah, we're back here. What do you guys think? After all this, what are your thoughts on it? Presuming that you think you can run it at all. We didn't really look through the redwoods, did we? Any Thylas? Haven't seen a Thyla yet. Those were my favorite exploration animal. The light shafts. Is that a terror bird? Definitely are cool in here. The fidgety shadows and stuff are not cool. Is that a beehive? That's a weird sound for... No, that's these guys fighting. Some owls. Allo's murderizing. Poor Stego. Chill out. Party. Yeah. Hunt says it's alright. I shouldn't have given in against my own advice and waited a bit. But I can't really complain about performance since I knew what was up going in. Yeah, for me, performance is the biggest stickler. And also, just in general, ooh, you've uncovered more than 80% of the minimap. We didn't look at the map, by the way. The map is translucent now. Ooh, hold him. Oh, while you're holding, you can go in and out. So you can look at the map and see your latitude and longitude, excuse me, as you walk around. The performance and how much has actually changed. Kind of my issues. When owls were first out, they were glitchy and overpowered. They murdered you in your base. They're still pretty rough. They're still rough. Uber says it's pretty and has a few updates are nice. Still ARK without much new, which is to be expected. Feel like I'd miss a lot of the mods. Yeah, I wonder how long the mods are going to take and how that whole, was it Curse Forge Overwolf system is going to be. Are we going to have the same amount of free mods, or are they all going to be spendy? I want to find a Thyla. Haven't played an ARK in a while anyway. I haven't either. You know, and I was feeling pretty much done with it. Because, you know, I'd done what I wanted to do in it, and then after that, it just seemed like a grind. But I have to say, I have not found... Is that just branches moving around? Felt like a Thyla might have just dropped out. I didn't see it though. Then when I heard this was coming out, I got excited. Because I haven't found still a good sandbox to make a home in another game. Been looking at them all. And this genre has so much jank, man. It's really hard to find a good one that offers as much as ARK did, even though ARK definitely had its limitations as well. I was hoping one of the games like Enshrouded would be it, but that one just doesn't have the soul. It feels cartoony, and it feels the progression feels very linear, but it has terraforming and voxel building. Yeah. A new invisible dino up the tree. Tree is fighting with itself. We'll find a baby Thyla. Nice. They did release the dev kit today. Well, then that means they're coming. Old Man likes the changes. Wish more people could run it. Wish they reimagined the endgame and combat mechanics. Stego did not win. Any of the rest of you have thoughts on it? And I mean, you've heard mine pretty much, but we'll do a wrap up before we go. Yeah, I don't have much hope in Enshrouded after the demo for the reasons I said. I was hoping it would be it. Valheim is way too pixelated. Yeah, it's just too low res, super grindy, and I'd have to mod out most of the mechanics. Like, I don't like having to fine-tune stamina and stuff so much with food. I remember when I played it, I felt like I spent most of my time making food to get ready for an outing. I like the building in it. I just wish it was had more realistic graphics. I got close though. It's probably the closest. I'm not seeing any Thylacoleos. Maybe I should turn off enemy invisible and then I'll find one. It's Terror Bird. And how many mods we like will come. Eco says she has no intention to bring her mods to ASA. She keeps trying to quit making mods for 1.0. She quits and then she comes back and quits. Wish Atlas had in the tank. Yeah, the shipbuilding in there was awesome. Oh yeah, here's the little ruin. They showed this in the trailer. The little light coming down. Well, I may not get my wish to find the Thyla right now. Oh, I heard bees. Oh no. Not Troodons. Yeah, it had performance issues too. I know, just what we needed, right? Another PC release with performance issues. Just what the community, PC gaming community needed. It's quite a trend. I don't know if it's haphazardness on the devs' parts. I don't think so. I don't think it's laziness. I think it's one that the expectations for games are much higher, and they're going for an upper standard that they just don't quite have the technology to optimize yet. UE5, Unreal Engine 5, was supposed to be the panacea for that, but obviously it's not. You can build something out of Unreal 5 and still be unoptimized as anything. Hey, Robbie Savage, thank you for subscribing. First one on the stream. Oh, you saw two Thylas? Oh, there was a Thyla right in front of me? Only the one? Yeah, well, I'm trying to talk and look, so there. But they were up in the tree? Okay. Yeah, it's hard to talk and look and think and all that at the same time. I mean, so I think that's the biggest part of it, is ambitiousness. Trying to do the cutting edge of technology and, just not being quite there yet. But it's rough. And, Wildcard, it's definitely has to do with their timing and mismanagement. They don't get let off the hook so easily. Zombie, what's up? If you get it, we'll need to be on a good sale. That's not going to be for a while. Because as it gets closer to being finished, the price is going to go up. For me, the price isn't really the key factor. $20, $40. I'm not rich, but there's not a huge difference between the two for me. Neither one is going to break me. So that $10, $20 difference is not enough to keep me from playing it. It's more like, can I play it and enjoy it? No, well, that's the thing, is a lot of people can't play it. And if we're going to make it a thing in their community, I don't want to make that those tiers, the haves and the have-nots, We have community servers and a lot of people can't play on it. That would be rough. Or they have to there's always been the thing where people have a bit more graphical pain than others. I might give up, man. You guys see him, I don't see him. Oh, I know they're in here somewhere. $60 in Australia? Hey, Roo. Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. It's not unworthy. There's some really good stuff, like the building is cool. I kind of just want to maybe do some single player builds in it. Show those off. Get some views on some videos. But yeah, it's definitely undercooked. And it was rushed out the door because of their financial binds, which they should not be in based on how successful their last one was. If it wasn't for Snail, I don't know. Maybe they're bad with money too. Everybody blames Snail. And Snail does have reasons to blame them. I think there's some racism that goes on there too, though. Honestly. You question whether you would try it out or not? May end up being one big build, then sigh and move on. Yeah, I would. Well, for me, it would be, having a server that you live in. I mean, the thing with ARK that I love is it really kind of provides a home. That you can just be in. And I love that immersiveness, the role playing of creating, beautiful decks in the redwoods where you'd want to hang out and stuff like that. Although it's also filled with plenty of hyper violence. I give up. They will be able to fix it. Well, they made their deadline, and they only Nitrado only has a monopoly on Ascended, not on Evolved. But they do have their monopoly on Ascended, which is pretty rough. Yeah. So yeah, recap of, is it worth buying? And I mean, I think we pretty much covered it, but I'd say number one issue is performance. Can you play it comfortably? And you guys have seen the honest truth of my system, which is next to cutting edge. I'm just the best of the very last generation, not the best of this generation, but pretty good. Hey, Fishy. Yeah, that's a big one. Crazy Mom says, I know that when I get it, I will only play single player because I only have one company where I have server. Well, I mean, if we, Iron Mind and the Geeks may have a server, and you could definitely play there. So you don't have to play single player if we do that. O'Reilly and I still need to have a discussion about it. See, like I said, my biggest issue with that is, what Fishy brought up is I do not want to rent from Nitrado. And so we'd have to figure out how we could set up one ourselves. And B is creating classes within the community where some people can play it and some people can't. And that's kind of rough. So, I mean, we might do it anyway, but it kind of spoils the spirit of it, because when we do an regular ARK server, everybody can play it. But, I'm kind of done with ARK Evolved, ARK 1.0. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the number one thing, is that people can play it. So if they can get it optimized, then that would be good. I mean, you can play it on low settings, and it's not that bad, but it's not that great. And there's all kinds of little graphical glitches. Just looking around, you can see a whole bunch of examples of them just from here. Yeah. It's not ready. I mean, the main thing is there's no harm in waiting, right? If it's in early access, I've got other games to play right now. Let it cook for a while. Let them work on it. Not be totally invested in it while they go through the whole grind of, the thing of early access. Are we going to get this? Are they going to fix that? Let them finish it. There's absolutely no harm in that. There's no hurry to play it whatsoever. Obviously, there's a lot of interest, though. I had more people in this stream than I've had in any of my other streams for the last year or two. So people are definitely trying to see, there's an interest there, at least in, my subscriber base, for sure. So, And in our Discord, more people came out of the woodwork and were chatting and stuff than we've seen in a long time. So, yeah, the itch is there. You know, it's got the possibility for that kind of traction, if they can make it playable. And then, there's other things, like character creation, I think, is just really lacking. We talked about the server thing. Um, I mean, I think that's most of it. The building is a big thumbs up. So, yeah, it's practically in beta right now. Yeah. I count on it, but as a starting point, I'd rather have nothing to do with them. Have been there and it's not positive? Our community certainly is, Crazy Mom. Iron Mine is very, very positive. One of the most positive communities I've seen, for sure. Not that I've seen all of them, but yeah. Anyway, if folks watching this, they want to get into the Iron Mine community and the possibility we may set up a server, becoming a patron of a Raleigh or myself gets you into the Discord and all the servers that we run. Right now, we've had a V Rising and Conan servers up. They're getting a little dated. Not a whole lot of activity on those, but some people are still playing on them. But yeah, for sure, y'all. You're not positive? Well, in this era, in the pandemic era, not being positive is generally a good thing, right? Sometimes it's good to be negative. You guys are welcome. I hope that I showed you everything you need to know to help make your own decisions. I'm going to go through after this and put timestamps in the description as much as I can to help people go through it. But yeah, in the interest of not making it too long, we'll probably end it here. We'll see where we go from here. You got to make your own decisions. Like I said, for me, I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about, can you play it? And, did they put enough in here to make you want to play it? Especially if you're already burnt on ARK. Problem is, will they fix it or will they do what I always do, add more stuff while leaving the bugs? Yeah. We shall see. We shall see. Guys, if you liked the stream, don't forget to leave one on your way out. I appreciate all of you making it all the way to the end here. And yeah, we'll be following this. So yeah. Keep in touch and we will figure out what's happening. We'll probably do some more of these along the way. We'll see if we decide to invest ourselves in the playthrough or not. But yeah, until we know that, I will see you guys all in the very next one. Thanks for coming through and hanging out, making this a good stream. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.